Welcome, everybody, to the 275th episode of Dunn and Drew.
Welcome, man. Thank you for coming along on a ride this football season. We're headed to the Grand Cayman, Cozumel in my home country, Jamaica, man. Guaguan Jack. Prepare for 6 days of drinking in the sun as we hop aboard the Carnival Horizon on Super Bowl Sunday, man. It is no longer in jeopardy. The Jungle Cats lost to the Chiefs, man.
I'm a grown-ass kid. Swear I should be locked up for stupid that I did, but I'm a champion. So I turn tragedy to triumph. Make music that's fire. Get my soul through the wire.
Thank you to our travel agent, Timothy, for that intro. Yes, you heard him. Our season is officially over. We are going on the Super Bowl cruise now. That is the bittersweet ending of this season.
And I think we should have a Super Bowl cruise planned every year. It's great insurance.
It sounds amazing, honestly, and I can't wait for it. We could get Bengals, Eagles. We could get Chiefs, Niners. It's going to be an amazing experience. But this also means that we're headed towards a part of the year of sports where we just don't give a shit. Yeah. So,
well, LeBron could be breaking the all-time scoring title.
oh, he will.
soon.
I think he needs like 10 points or something. I'm surprised you know that.
I tweet somewhere.
Yeah. But our content will be changing a little bit. You know, NFL's dying. That's our bulk of our content. But our undying passion for Dunn and Drew will not. You know, we will be here every week, I hope, and creating pods for you guys. And we'll get more into the divisional round later, preview the conference championships coming up because we are dialing back to one episode a week going forward, with some YouTube videos sprinkled in here and there. So, but since our game has ended, I've been wondering, like, personally what I'm going to post on my Jags heavy Facebook page, what type of content to create, because we have 7 months until preseason. You know, we have draft and training camp, but that's only, a couple months. So it's brainstorming season for myself.
I have some thumbnails already in my head.
Oh, yeah?
And some titles. Are the Jags Super Bowl favorites 2023? Is Trevor Lawrence a top 2 quarterback?
Who's one?
We'll get to that later.
Okay. Yeah, stay tuned. That's a teaser.
Are the Jags gonna have the scariest offense in 2023? I'm loaded.
Loaded. Once a week, baby. We gotta pump them out.
Yeah.
Pump me out. But first things first.
We are the kings of the weekend.
My king of the weekend is the 49ers defense. I don't know. I feel like other than the obvious, I don't know if it's obvious, but who played the best this weekend, do you think?
Burrow.
Oh, okay. Other than him.
Mahomes?
Yeah. I thought Mahomes would be like, I guess Burrow had a great day. But 49ers defense, because, we've been talking up Purdy like the past 7 weeks. Him being the last pick overall in the draft, him carrying this team on his back with that defense. But he's been throwing touchdowns, and that's, you got to score. He's been averaging 35 points a game with this team. But in this playoff game against the Cowboys, he threw no touchdowns. He looked pedestrian for the first time this season.
You know what? I already told you why he threw no touchdowns. Because I took his prize picks more.
We both took it. So don't be too hard on yourself, because I've been taking it and getting it. So this is my first L too. But
only because I took it.
Okay.
You've been taking and getting it.
So Purdy, he had a terrible game, pretty much.
Terrible. He looked good.
Other than a few passes to Kittle, he didn't have the best game. And Robbie Gould, without him in his leg, 49ers probably would have lost. But the 49ers defense, this game was all the Cowboys if Dak wasn't the black Kirk Cousins. But because of the 49ers defense, they were able to win that game. So credit to them, because Purdy did not show out how he's been in the regular season.
They kind of remind me of 2017 Jaguars, but I don't know if I'm just saying that because they have a good defense and an offense that, I don't know, can turn it up, but sometimes it doesn't. Maybe that's just every team that has a good defense and not a star quarterback.
This was like the first time I seen them not turn up on offense. It was weird.
Can I share a stat about the Niners defense I
Please.
heard today?
Yeah.
The Niners, it's just about the Niners in general, I guess. The Niners have had 22 drives start in their opponent's side of the field,
Wow.
which is first in the league, and the second are the Jags at 13.
What?
So that just shows you the kind of short field that Brock Purdy has to work with,
Wow.
gets to work with.
Look at us.
Look at us.
But, well, yeah, you're second. I just only shared
surprising.
second because of how drastic it is, 22 to 13
Wow.
times
I would-
starting in the opponent's field.
You know what? That's Agnew. A lot of Agnew.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
He's so good. My king of the weekend is the Cowboys kicker. How do you say his name? Maher?
Maher.
Yeah. Dak kind of stole the show for the Cowboys Sunday.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he was not forced to kick any kicks that would alter the game. I was waiting for it. I was hoping for it. I think everyone was hoping for a potential game-winning or losing field goal, but it did not come. And he made an extra point and a field goal, which really helped his confidence. So he takes a heavy sigh of relief after that game.
The first one was blocked, so I was like, damn.
Did he make an extra point?
Did they not score a touchdown?
Oh,
yeah, they
did.
did.
Then he got blocked.
Okay, maybe then he made 2 field goals.
Yeah, he
A
did.
very close one, and then another one that was
I think
like
it was
extra.
25 and 43 yards. Yeah.
Whoa. All right.
Sorry.
That's really good.
I was confident earlier in the week before this game. I heard a stat that, like kickers, if they have the yips, they would, recover pretty quickly. So
Really?
in the next game, Mina Kimes said it. So if Mina Kimes says it, I believe it.
She's a woman.
Oh, God.
Just kidding.
But
She's not a woman.
I took Maher's 1.5 on Prize Picks. So,
What? Over? More?
Yeah.
More?
Field goals made.
Yeah.
He did. He got
Did
it.
he?
Yeah, he had a.
I thought he just
So-
had extra point.
So
no,
I
his extra point got blocked, but then he had a short. They finished with 12, so they scored a touchdown, blocked extra point, and then 2 field goals. So he must have gotten it.
did you
Sorry, I'm not logged into anything. New phone.
did you see the I'm looking at the stats now. Did you see the replay of the blocked extra point?
Yeah, that wasn't going in.
Yeah. So like
yeah.
like hard
Wide
left.
left.
Yeah.
It was okay, so I was pretty brilliant, I
they did
think. I was pretty brilliant, I think, with my Maher Prize Picks entry. It was the kicking points. I took his kicking points for fantasy less, and it was at 6.5. And the reason I did points instead of field goals made is because if you miss a field goal,
-1.
you minus
something.
points.
Okay.
And I knew that was coming, so I took the less there instead of the less on the. If I took
Smart.
the less the other place, I would have lost. I think. Yes,
Did you
I
win money?
would've. No, I missed out on
Purdy.
Purdy. He was supposed to. It's forcing me to take this Joe Burrow free square. No,
Why not?
Why don't you want to?
because I'm busy.
I'm busy.
Oh my gosh! Oh, the only thing I missed was the Brock Purdy. The thing that's been happening every week for the past 5 weeks. CeeDee Lamb and Ayuk went over 126. They got 143 combined, and then Maher went less. Unreal. I'm just like I
Yeah.
said when we were watching our doing our watch party Saturday. I am 0 for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 this month. I have not won an entry since the month has started.
I got lucky
January.
with the Maher entry because he won, but the other guy I took, it was McCaffrey and Pollard rush yards
Yeah.
together more,
Right, I took that too, and
and we got refunded. If
really?
if you won it, you got refunded, right? Did you get refunded for yours?
I saw I got an extra $20 back. And I was like,
that's
thanks.
probably
I
it
didn't
then.
question it nor look into it. So I guess that's it.
Yeah, I believe they refunded that
That
because
makes
Pollard
sense.
got hurt
Yeah.
during the game, which I didn't know they did. I thought it was like if you just don't play, like if you're not playing, and they say that at the beginning of the game. I didn't know if you got injured during the game, they took that away as well.
Yeah, it says reboot.
yeah,
Yeah, I didn't know what that meant. That's cool. Prize Picks.
yeah. But
Nice.
I didn't know they gave it to you even if you missed the others.
Well, I only did it 2, and I got the other,
Okay.
and they gave. I don't know.
So we won't know anyway. So good job.
Yeah.
Jack, do you have your king of the weekend written down
do.
secretly somewhere?
Yes. My king of the weekend is already a king.
Hold on. William.
No.
Harry.
No.
John.
No.
Henry the Second.
No.
King.
Bernard.
No.
King Richard.
No.
Oh no, not Derrick Henry.
No,
It's not.
he did that once already.
I think I prepared audio. I think it's just best
You
to
prepared
play it.
audio. Okay,
Yeah.
go. Let it run.
This guy.
Burger King. I'm obsessed with the commercial.
That's
And
really.
you still haven't gone and got one.
No.
Are you?
You know what we should do next episode? Get one on your way here. You'll
Review it-
eat you'll
review
eat
it live.
a Whopper.
Yeah. I heard they're good.
Recipes to your intestines.
All right.
No, I heard they're good. Like one of the best burgers.
Well,
fast food burgers.
you get told they're good 5 times a day on TV.
We do.
All for $5.
Have you you were singing all day Saturday to the commercial.
When you texted us the lyrics, I really thought they were like rap lyrics that he was sending us. Until he sent the second one. And I
Yeah.
was like,
That's good, Jack. I like that. That's really good. All right, your time to shine again.
Oh, yeah.
Have you prepared a hymn throw of the week?
this may be your last opportunity.
I was going to ask. I think it may be.
What do you mean?
Last opportunity to prove
Are you
to
quitting?
No. Next week I'll only have 4 to shoot. I'll do it next week.
Yeah.
And then that should be my last
And
week.
then the Super Bowl.
That's only 2. All right.
Then it's either one or another.
Okay.
Or you can do 4 two.
But then you're going on the cruise. We record. I don't know. TBD.
Ooh.
We can take this.
We'll find somewhere to go. To record.
No, you won't.
Jamaica. Hey, do you guys have like a Wi-Fi booth?
I recorded from Brazil. You guys should record from Jamaica.
Yeah. Oh, with your other podcast.
I did. I did my segment from Brazil.
You did. That's right, for us.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Twice.
Cruise vlog?
Yeah.
Down.
But who cares?
I think
We don't really have a channel that would care.
I dropped a cruise vlog. the first
Wait,
time.
Patreon. Duh.
26K views.
Patreon cruise vlog. Patreon.com/Dunn and Drew. All right, Jack. I can't wait. Hold on. Let's do some guesses.
You hate this segment.
I love it because it creates the most debate
Okay.
throughout the whole podcast, and that's why I like it.
Okay.
But okay, go ahead.
Jingle, please.
From before, I think Purdy will be another one.
Oh yeah, 1000%. It's probably going to be the bad throw to Kittle where Kittle juggles it.
Hits on his helmet.
Yeah.
All right.
Hold on. Let's guess again. I hope it's one of Mahomes,
yeah.
getting
He had
tackled.
He had like 7.
Mahomes had so many him throws.
Yeah.
I can't wait to talk about him because don't want to give it away. What I'm going to say, not like it's some groundbreaking, earth-shattering proclamation, but yeah, Mahomes. He could have 5 him throws from that game.
Yeah. So
Let me think. Jalen, he's not going to pick Hurts. He likes Hurts, so maybe. Won't pick Daniel Jones, thank God. And who else played?
Joe Burrow and Josh Allen.
Oh, Burrow. Burrow's kind of just thrown to wide open.
Burrow had a good one to chase in the back of the end zone, but that was incomplete.
Yeah, they ruled it no touchdown.
Yeah.
It
It looked, I think it was because the snowy ground, I couldn't tell where the out of bounds line was.
I don't know if Jack will do a loser, but Josh Allen had one of the best throws of the weekend to Gabe Davis down the sideline, over a corner, barely over a corner, and right before the safety got to him. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
It's probably in there. Jack's him throw of the week. Sponsored by
Burger King.
Burger King.
Yes. Fuck. First, we have Chad.
Oh, fuck.
Kidding. That's
I was about to say,
I did look
The
for him.
only shit he did was
that
just
man
dump
threw 5
offs.
times.
I looked for. I'd watch his drive. I couldn't bring myself to pick one. I really wanted to. Though.
Throw to the flat. Throw to a.
He had a decent one to Kittle.
Kelsey.
Nope, Kelsey.
Yeah.
Where he like rolled out. He's kind of off balance. It was pretty cool, but like
That was
Kelsey was like 5 yards away. I don't know. It wasn't great.
I would have quit if
Yeah.
you did, Henny. Thank you.
We got Jalen Hurts.
Oh.
Shocked.
Second play of the game.
Oh. Here we go. Jalen in the something.
Shotgun.
Play action.
Pistol. Schling.
Going deep.
Oh, yes. The beautiful pass to Devontae Smith.
Yeah, I hated this.
That's when I knew the game was over.
First, second play of the game.
They'll give us the replay here.
This is when I was like,
That was just bad coverage.
It was.
yeah, that was a simple route.
But it was a good ball.
This is when I was like, oh, okay, the league forgot about Hurts and the Eagles offense, and they're just going to steamroll on their way to the Super Bowl.
Nope.
We'll get to that, but I agree.
Ooh, with?
Eagles steamrolling.
Yeah.
Because I was one of those people that had forgot about them.
Yeah. I mean,
I tried
the whole December. Like,
I tried to defend the Giants this game because of the Week 18 game. But I guess Hurts had recovered. Clearly. Jack?
Yeah.
Ready?
Our second nominee comes from the same game.
God, please.
I am shocked.
Please show me Eagles on offense. Please.
Wrong.
Oh,
Christ.
God.
Unreal. So if you're going to play a losing team, why not like Trevor?
He's not
All
done.
right, let me look and then I'll complain. Let me just be fair.
They're down 14-0. A little bit in panic mode.
Daniel Jones under center.
1st and 10.
First quarter down 14. Sends Saquon in motion. Oh, he trips.
Gets back up. Steps up in the pocket.
No one's
looking,
open.
rolling
He's
right.
Scrambling right. And he's
Sets his
winding
feet.
up.
Oh, yes, to Breida. That's where I was like, Breida.
Let's watch the replay.
Gladly.
I'm going to need to.
Gets hit.
Looks like Breida saves an interception.
Oh.
Cool.
Said, how about Matt Breida, by the way? Sounds like they're defending him.
Nope. Wait, we'll see what they say. I don't know.
Oh.
To save an interception there.
Two more? One more?
One more.
One more?
Got that jingle in my head.
Our third nominee comes from
It's going to be Chiefs, Jags. I hope.
Bengals Bills.
How do you not have a Mahomes throw in here?
Didn't want to. It's the throw that
Oh, it's
Andy
the
spoiled.
One. Andy spoiled it. Wow.
I'm sorry. Josh Allen, shotgun. God.
Incredible.
They were like hyping up that catch when it happened. I was like, no.
That's more throw.
That throw.
In the snow.
Big game, Gabe.
Right.
Oh, my God.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Did you know this was him throw right when you saw it, or did you do research before the segment and find it?
I mean, I watched all of them.
You did.
All the throws.
So like when you see a throw, do you make a mental note like, oh, that might be him throw?
Not really.
I can tell that you kind of put this together in the last like few minutes of the segment, so that makes sense.
Oh.
Just kidding.
Rewatching all Burrow's throws, and this is just kind of what he is. Like
I think I have a similar take. Go ahead.
He didn't make many difficult throws.
Right.
He's just smart, and he just knows who's open, and he just operates on a different level mentally. I mean, he's a talented quarterback physically, but yeah.
That's funny. So today I had the thought, I'm like, is that crooked? It is, right? To the right? It's leaning to the right.
Oh, I thought you said, is it a cricket? Like where?
Oh. All right. I should have just.
You should have said anything.
All right.
We'll leave it there.
I don't want to know if it's correct. Okay. Yeah, today I was thinking, like comparing quarterbacks. I'm like, Mahomes is just an alien, but I saw someone take Burrow as like the QB1. I'm like, what does Burrow do? Like, how do you say that so confidently when Mahomes is out here doing crazy things? And then I think about Burrow's game, and I'm like, what does he do that like blows me away? He just finds guys that are open. He's not like contorting his body, throwing off balance. He doesn't run very fast. He just, I guess, just finds the open guy. He doesn't do anything that, I mean, Mahomes does everything that Burrow can do, but Mahomes can do it under extreme pressure and just looks more talented overall. So I share that a very similar feeling about Joe Burrow, but he is my QB2 nonetheless.
And the fact that Burrow was able to do all that without 3 of his starting offensive
Right.
linemen,
That was mind-blowing.
He just knows that, and he's getting the ball out quickly. He's rushing. Like the 11.5 rush yards, I think he got that.
Oh, yeah.
He blew by that.
Yeah.
But he's just a smart-ass quarterback.
Yeah. So we have to pick one of these.
Yeah.
Way to spoil.
Yeah, I have mine. It's got to be.
I do too.
Josh
it's
Allen's
the Josh
throw.
Allen one. From those 3.
Yeah.
Thank you
Yeah.
for that repertoire.
When you said that this might be your last him throw of the week segment, I take back what I said.
I said that.
Oh,
I said that this might be your last, because you were dogging him last week. So I was like, maybe we'll give him one more week.
he's
Give him another chance.
He's not helping me.
All right, the Saturday slate. Oh, man. Jags, Chiefs.
Oh, you talking about it now?
Do you want to do that last?
No,
Good.
I just wasn't mentally prepared.
Oh, I've been ready, because I don't want to put all my sentiments on Twitter and Facebook and stuff. But Jags, Chiefs. Here are my thoughts about it all. Obviously, winnable game. Should have won it. It reminded me of the Jags, how they played earlier in the season, not the win streak Jags. It all came back and gave me trauma. The Henney interception drop, that was one of the first plays that could have turned the game around. The Kirk drop on that beautiful Trevor ball. The Ingram drop on the screen play where he had all the blockers in front of him and he probably could have ran for a touchdown. The Agnew fumble late in the game. It was all those mistakes if they had just played perfectly like they did. Like everything had to go right, just like it did in the Chargers game. We kept saying, how the fuck did we win a game like that? Like with 4 turnovers, 27-0, and we just flipped the script. We needed that exact same thing to happen in this game, and it didn't. So maybe it was punishment for the way we won that game, but I wasn't too mad after the loss. It was a frustrating loss, definitely, because, like, wow, if all of that went right, we beat the Chiefs and we're into the conference championship against Joe Burrow. But I got over it very quickly. I was recovered before Eagles-Giants even kicked off. I processed it. I was like, it's over. It's okay. We made it this far. A lot of people were mad that Kelsey was wide open every play. And I knew that was happening. Like we sat here, we interviewed Jordan Poyer, one of the best safeties in the league, who said, yeah, you're not stopping Kelsey. You just have to, do what you can to not give up those, big plays, but he's going to get his regardless. He said that on this show. Like he's like, you can't guard him. You just got to make sure that they don't get in the end zone. But he's going to regardless. So all the other things that I said that we could have prevented or done better, it doesn't matter what Kelsey did on offense. Like if we executed on all of those plays, the score would have been different. And the fact that we couldn't get any sort of pass rush on a one-legged Mahomes, and if we did, he still completed the pass, that's just a testament to how good he fucking is. And we're just going to have to fix that in the offseason. But definitely a frustrating loss. But the fact that we were even there, I was happy about it. And I got my high the last 2 weeks with Titans and Chargers. Coming into this game, I was like, whatever happens, I'm good, man. I got my serotonin from this season. But it would have been great to get it, but it is what it is.
If this game happened in 2024, I would still be, we probably wouldn't be recording right now. Like if we got to the divisional round next year and lose to Mahomes, who was on one leg, Henney came in, drove on us, I wouldn't be able to sleep. But the fact that we did this and got this far with 2 rookie linebackers, a rookie pass rusher who doesn't know how to rush the passer, a rookie center, 4 brand new offensive weapons, a quarterback coming off of into his second season after the Urban Meyer thing, like 7 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, probably worse than that, and almost making the AFC Championship game. That's fine with me. Next year, we can't lose to Mahomes. If we get a gift of Mahomes on one leg, barely able to move, and we in our pass rush struggles, like we were able to rush a passer before he got injured, and he still was throwing dimes while people were hanging on him.
Mm-hmm.
Insane. And then after he gets injured, we can't even sniff him. We don't get close to him.
And he can't even walk.
Yeah.
He's limping.
He's not even able to throw a pass to the flat to a running back because he can't plant his foot.
Mm-hmm.
When he got hurt, I was like, oh my God, we're winning. We're going on. And if we're not able to beat them with the situation that they put themselves in or we put them in, then we deserve to win.
Right.
And
we definitely did it.
that's how I accepted it. Like, if we can't, what are we going to do against Joe Burrow? Like, Joe Burrow is going to cook us. So I guess that's why my acceptance, why I was able to accept the game sooner than like I did the Jags Patriots game.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't healed for weeks.
Right. But
still not.
the fact that we, got this far, we've been able to say, oh my God, we shouldn't even be here. Just happy to be here. Like, now that we gotten this far and we know what we're capable of with this team, that's out of my vocabulary for the foreseeable future. There's no more, oh, I'm happy to be here. No, we better be there.
And you know what's funny? Every time, like for the past 5 years, whenever we would make a move in the offseason, I would look at the move and be like, all right, how is this going to help us take over the Titans for the division? Now every move we make, I'm like, all right, is this going to help us beat the Chiefs to get to the AFC Championship game or whenever we see them? It's their game. So I guess that's, if we see them in the AFC Championship game, it'll be in Arrowhead. That's where it is every year.
Chiefs and Bengals, because
yeah, I'm scared. We haven't seen them since like Burrow's first like real full season last year. I'm so scared like to see them again, but it's in our place. It's going to be
could be prime
it's
time.
going to be insane there.
It's crazy we get Mahomes and see that's the
They
that's the
better not
beauty-
send one of those games to London.
to London. Oh,
Holy
there's no
fuck.
way.
The
There's
Niners
no
are
way.
coming here too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Scary home schedule, but it's what we
But it's
what we
like-
want.
It's great that we get to host them. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It might all be primetime games.
Yeah,
It could be.
You know Tony and Jim are going to want some of those.
Yeah. Like Mahomes and Burrow and whoever the 49ers quarterback is coming to Jacksonville, Florida. Come on. We're back, baby. And there's no competition in our division. There's none. Like, who's the quarterback? Texans, Colts,
Well,
non-existent.
Let's say prayers that the Titans don't get Aaron Rodgers. Because Aaron Rodgers with Derrick Henry would be insane.
If the Titans got Aaron Rodgers,
with that defense, yeah, they would automatically be the division favorite.
not to me,
Good. I like that mindset.
because I think he's regressing in his receiving options going to the Titans. Even though it's Aaron, like still, he's throwing to?
Well, they moves to be made.
Hopkins.
Could be thrown to
Chill.
Hopkins.
Let's move on. Then. If it's Rodgers, Hopkins, Henry, then I'm a little worried now.
Yeah, that game was awful to watch. I was stressed the whole way through. Although when we scored that touchdown to tie at 7-7, I thought we were winning.
You still didn't eat.
I couldn't eat until I don't know when I ate. But yeah, that was stressful.
After we dropped the interception from Henne on that drive, I knew it was over from there.
Every time we miss an opportunity this season during our losing streak, we weren't. So if we like sack a quarterback but get roughing the passer, or the quarterback throws it incomplete on 3rd and 9 from their own like 30, so they're at the punt, but we unnecessary roughness or whatever on the quarterback, roughing the passer, and it extends their drive, they always scored.
Oh, we got
every single time.
We got one of those too. Another roughing the passer.
So when we weren't able to capitalize on Henne's pick, I knew something really bad was about to happen. I didn't think it was going to be 98 yards. That's when I was like, all right, we don't deserve to win this game. Chad fucking Henne.
It's so annoying because in the moment when we had that punt and you were like, before it even dropped, you were like, this is going to be down inside the 5. Falls inside the 5. We down it. We're like hype as shit.
Because we're the best punter in the league.
No idea what's coming next. 98-yard touchdown drive with Chad Henne, of course. Like those moments you think, wow, we're going to get a stop. We're going to get a safety. No, they're going to go 98 yards with Henne. Piss me off. And Pacheco is fucking. He's gonna be
He
good.
runs. Yeah, he runs fast and mean.
He's gonna be good, man.
Yeah.
That long run he had is the way he ran. He's like,
He looks like he was putting literally everything into that.
I know.
run.
Yes, it's like no one's catching him
That's how I felt in my R40, but I tore my hamstring.
because you don't stretch.
That's fine.
Apparently not.
The Mahomes magic, like experiencing that as an outsider without your team playing is so much better. Duh. Experiencing that with your team playing him feels like the most helpless and inevitable thing to be watching. Kelsey is always open, and no matter how much pressure you get, he can run around and navigate through the pocket like no one else can. And even if you're tackling him, he can throw dimes. And even if you have like a player in his sight, he just does the sidearm around them to the receiver, and it's right on the numbers. He's the best. I don't know how you see any other quarterback that's ever played. I'm not a historian of the game, but how can you see any other quarterback and take them over Mahomes? I wonder if he wins 3 or 4 Super Bowls, so he doesn't match Brady's. Does he have 7? Jeez.
Yeah.
So he doesn't get close to Brady's 7. I wonder if when he gets, like, say, his 4th Super Bowl, if he'll be looked at as the GOAT. Because I think Brady, obviously, I think it'll be an argument because, I mean, it's already an argument with LeBron and Jordan, and LeBron doesn't have 6 rings. I think it will be an argument because people will look at Mahomes' ability and then also look at Brady's defensive help. Like, I remember that stat about the Patriots. They went, like, so many games, they allowed 10 or fewer points or whatever the stat was. So Brady's had major help from his defense. I wonder if they'll look at that when they compare Mahomes, if Mahomes gets like half of the amount of rings that Brady gets.
It's going to be dependent upon how the person's debating because everyone's going to have a different reason. Like a lot of people with the LeBron Jordan thing, they're like, oh, they played in different eras, so you can't really debate them. So that's one side of that debate. Another one is Jordan played against plumbers. LeBron's playing against like all these huge motherfuckers. Like because in some of the stills you see of Jordan, he's like playing against like dudes that were in college for like aerospace engineering, and it looked like you just grabbed anybody off the street back then and put them in the NBA, other than the greats, obviously. But to your point, yes, I think that who knows? Maybe even people will talk about Burrow if Burrow gets Super Bowl ring because because Burrow Chiefs have not beat the Bengals yet with Burrow. I don't think they haven't got a dub against them yet since Burrow and
it's weird. Like that is true, and Burrow plays tremendously in those games. But why is it not even a conversation for me? Like I don't even think
Burrow
twice.
is better than Mahomes.
I never even think twice about it.
It's because like what you said earlier about Mahomes, the way he does everything, the way he does.
Right.
While the sidearm.
Like Burrow is like
Burrow makes it look so easy that's like not impressive.
Right.
Yeah, it's like a boring efficiency.
Yeah.
Mahomes is like the flashy, like LeBron, and
Curry.
Burrow's like Jordan. He's just fundamental, but it's insane. I have Bengals beating the Chiefs again, but
easily.
But it's because I don't think Mahomes is going to be like fully recovered, and I think the Bengals defense will actually get to him.
You know what's funny?
Shout out Trey Hendrickson.
The Bengals, they rushed Allen really well, but they were like at the bottom 4th of the league in sacks this year. They only had like 30-something. Jags had like 36. I was shocked when I saw that after seeing how good they were rushing Josh Allen. So I don't know how they turned it on like they did. I was hoping we were able to Saturday.
Yeah, but Mahomes is great, man. He's been to 5 or 6.
This is his
fifth consecutive
AFC championship.
Ever since he was a starter in 18.
And they've all been in Arrowhead.
I don't think the first one was.
He's never played a road playoff game.
Oh, okay.
Which is insane.
Yeah, because he's also won 6 straight AFC West titles, and the record's always like 13 win, 14 win.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Thoughts on the game?
You guys covered it. The season as a whole, I've been telling you guys that when you were so nervous, I just try to reiterate you should be happy to be here. The expectations were far exceeded. In this game particularly, as soon as Mahomes got hurt, I said to you guys that they should just blitz him every play because he can't move. And did you share the stat after the game?
I didn't share it, but I know one you're talking about how we blitzed less after he got hurt.
I don't know if the percentages are right, but I want to say the Jags blitzed on like 54% of plays prior to Mahomes getting hurt, and then after they only blitzed on like 16%, which is crazy. Like, why did it at least stay consistent? Why drop so much when the quarterback is visibly hampered?
There's some things in that
Doesn't
game
make sense.
that made me think I could be defensive coordinator.
Right.
Like a defensive coordinator doesn't seem like that hard of a job. If you see that stat, like the common knowledge would be, okay, let's blitz him more. Let's get him off his spot because he literally can't move. And maybe let's change some things up when it comes to guarding Kelsey. Let's make someone else beat us. Force them to force the ball to someone else to beat us. Let's not let Kelsey get 15 catches.
You'd almost think it should be opposite. Like, Mahomes, I believe, is at his best when you do rush him and he can improvise, and that just because he can escape a pass rush easily, and then there's stuff open down the field if you're sending more guys at him. But I guess they went into it deciding to blitz more, and yeah, I don't know. That is crazy, but
Yeah, because I don't know what the fuck they were looking at because he visibly could not even like walk.
right, like even
on the
handoffs. When he was handing it off, he
Yeah.
was limping, giving it to Pacheco or whoever.
I was watching saying, if we do everything, if we do the right things, we're winning this game. He can't move. All we had to do was rush him. All we had to do
Rush
was
him, get
off our blocks.
hits on him, like every drive.
So I was like, we didn't deserve to win that
He would
game.
have got so much more uncomfortable than he already was if we could have done that.
If our pass rushers weren't able to sniff Mahomes, don't deserve to win that game.
But I'm excited for the Jags offseason. I'm interested what they're going to do because I think they could add a lot of defensive help, and that could really put them over the edge to be amongst the Chiefs, Bills, Bengals conversation.
Maybe we're Von Miller's next team. He's a Super Bowl.
I don't know if excited is a word for me. I'm a little nervous
I guess that's fair to be nervous.
about how we're gonna handle personnel.
Well, I
in the
think-
offseason.
You already have a free agent addition in Ridley. That helps a lot. That should ease your nerves a little bit.
It doesn't because
Oh.
I haven't really seen him
Right.
in a while.
That's fair.
So until I see like footage of him running,
Mhm.
I'm not gonna be all in on the guy. I got to see him.
Right.
Name sounds great though. It
Yeah,
sounds great.
right.
Calvin Ridley, Trevor Lawrence sounds great.
Ingram, I'm interested to see if he's going to come back. Maybe they could draft a tight end in the first round. Maybe they could. I would be in favor of them going for just defensive help because I think and I would imagine you guys agree that's their biggest weakness. The offense is
What else forced us to struggle versus the Chiefs? Like, it feels like the first time we played the Chiefs, and then this time it was so hard. It was the front. We have to block Chris Jones and company better. I think we need to improve the interior. But I don't know what. I guess speed on the outside. We don't really have receivers that can really win on the outside. That would help, which is what Ridley does.
yeah.
But yeah, I do see I see a lot of mocks for Michael
Mayer.
the Notre Dame tight end. But all things for me, I feel like why wouldn't we re-sign Ingram? He had his best career with us.
Just because money. I mean, he signed up for $9 million. I imagine that's gonna go up, and he's not gonna take another 1 year deal. It's gonna be a multi-year. I don't know. It could be like 13 million, like 3 for $39 million. That's just a lot.
Maybe he gives us the Trevor Lawrence, Doug Peterson discount. He did say today that there's nowhere else he'd rather be.
Yeah,
he could do that.
He wants to be here, so I feel like they're gonna try to come up with a deal for him. And he was very valuable to our team on offense this year.
I also think that Ingram, he should get credit. he showed improvement this year, but
So like crazy improvement.
it could be more system. Like Peterson loves his tight ends. He'd used a lot of 2 tight ends, 12 personnel in the Eagles with Goddard and Ertz. I mean, that's when Ertz had like 130 receptions in 2018. So if they do let Ingram walk, they draft a tight end. That tight end's that's a fantasy sleeper you should go for. Well, possibly. Because Doug Peterson just loves utilizing tight ends in the offense, and we saw it this year with Ingram.
Yes. I'm trying to find out if he was just a system tight end this year.
How do you find that out?
I'm going specifically to his drops because I believe that is an improvement that he made significant headway on. But will I be able to? Oh, will it show?
That's a tough stat to find.
It is.
But I don't think it's tough for him to improve in his drops. He had so many last year and the year prior.
Yes, that was the joke going into us signing him. Was good
wow.
luck with him.
Right.
Career numbers with us.
He had a pretty good first year in the league.
He did. And
Wow.
I think he was injured a little bit.
Arguably better than this year. He had fewer catches, but he had 722 yards.
I was going to guess.
722 yards and 6 touchdowns.
I was going to guess 660 and 9.
Ooh. And this year it's 766 and 4 touchdowns. Huh. So, what was the most entertaining game of the week for you guys? Actually, since we had teamed in it, Jack. Because there really only one. Well, I guess Niners Cowboys was close.
Entertaining. Definitely not the Eagles game. I know this.
Bills didn't make it fun.
I know. I want to say that one because I know the score and the game doesn't really. It wasn't close, but I just did enjoy watching it. Maybe because the snow helped. Yeah. But what I thought would happen. Not to toot my horn. I'm not the only one, but what I thought would happen kind of came to fruition. Just I thought the Bengals would kind of take care of business more handedly than, especially what the spread indicated.
The spread went up to -6.
Yeah,
the one I saw, I was blown away.
Like Hamlin was in the building. I don't know.
Yeah,
like the field,
or was he?
Yeah, I don't know.
Have you seen those TikToks?
No, but every time they try to go to him in the booth and whatever, the snow, there's so much snow.
Even when he was in the cart in the Twitter video where they showed him coming out, he's like covering his face. So there was Twitter videos, mad conspiracy theories about him actually dying, and then this is a fake. This is a fake person
who's running his socials.
So,
well, I think the consensus is Jags Chiefs was the most entertaining, considering it was the most watched Saturday afternoon divisional round game since 2015, with over 34 million viewers across platforms. Chairman Pete Bevacqua references star QBs, which bodes well for Jags primetime games next year. Tweet by Hayes Carlian. I don't know how to say any of these guys' names. Carline. That shit looked like Carl Jan.
Yeah. Eagles, Giants, it's just
blowout.
We don't need to talk about it.
Yeah, we don't need to talk about that.
You don't need to talk about that?
No.
Make one point about it, I guess.
Just the Giants, like, really, they look so bad. It's just, imagine being a Vikings fan, too. Like, what the Giants did to you, and now you see what the Eagles do to the Giants. Yikes. Yeah, I don't know what else much to say.
Well, we were falling asleep during the game.
Yeah, I would have fallen asleep if you guys weren't there.
I think I was just sticking around because of Prize Picks. That's the only thing that kept me watching that game.
Oh, I just remembered that my Prize Picks came a half yard short from winning.
This game?
Eagle game? And the second half entry I made, I was like a half Saquon receiving yard away.
My goodness.
I did get that $2.40 for hitting the.
So that's a win.
Yeah, 3 out of 5. Bengals and Bills on Sunday. My Super Bowl winner 2 years in a row, the Buffalo Bills, lost once again.
You and the whole world. I am so sick of the Bills people. Get over
I'm
it.
done.
Get over it. You're done. Thank
I'm
you.
done. You see my chest?
I think a lot of people are going to be done now.
Yes.
Like they're not going to be
They're the Super Bowl
the Super Bowl
darlings.
favorite
You
every
see
year.
my chest? I'm done.
Yeah, Bengals, big B. Why do you think they need the little B? Just to remind, like, this is the Bengals logo? Why do they need that one?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm officially off the Bills championship train. Like 2 years, your window is closing. It probably is closed.
Well,
It's not closed.
I think it's open as long as they have Josh Allen. But they do have some defensive pieces that, like, they had Von Miller. Him getting hurt didn't help. And Jordan Poyer's contract expired at the end.
Yeah, he's a free agent.
Yeah, he's a free agent. He's coming to Florida, baby.
And I think they have some defensive pieces that they had to strike while they were hot. And I can't really speak for the other offense. Stephon Diggs, is he going to still be around? I'm sure he'll calm down.
He will.
Yeah, he'll calm down.
Yeah.
Because he's locked in, I think, till 27. Maybe. That's a long time.
Yeah, that's what I saw. 27.
Really?
That is a long time though.
Jeez.
But I don't know, man. Like the way we're talking about Mahomes, Burrow, and Bills can't beat us.
Josh Allen definitely like regressed in the eyeball test this year. Like I'm watching him, just doesn't look like the same. Maybe because the last thing I remember of him last year was that epic duel versus Mahomes. But especially like this game and the Dolphins game, it's like, bro, ease up on like the turnovers. Like it's the playoffs, you can't really turn over that much.
Yeah, he has been regressing in his play as the season's gone on. But they've been pulling the games out, which is why it kind of gave them benefit of the doubt until fucking Joe Burrow and company came into town and absolutely steamrolled them.
I'm shocked because I thought the Hamlin thing was gonna really play an impact. Yeah, like him being in the building. I thought if the Bills are gonna win, that's gonna be kind of an indicator. But as we saw after Hurricane Harvey devastated Houston, and the Jags came in there in 2017 and steamrolled them after J.J. Watt raised like $5 billion for the city. I guess emotions don't really play a role when it comes to football.
No.
It's all talent and scheme and game plan.
And I think the Bengals were kind of playing with a chip on their shoulder because the NFL was like moving stuff around for a Chiefs-Bills scenario.
So are we. But we just said that doesn't matter. I just think they're better.
Well, the Bengals coach kind of like, did you see his press conference?
I did. I heard.
He was kind of like throwing a shot at the NFL
for
like ruining their plans.
Yeah, he said, because the logistics of the neutral site thing, and then also the potential coin flip thing for the AFC North division title. He said something along the lines of, sorry, this ruined all the logistical planning that everyone did. This isn't really what they wanted, or something along those lines. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And then a post-game interview with Burrow where they asked about all the people.
that was a lob.
Yeah.
Right.
But he executed. He executed the lob. He threw it down.
Yeah.
What did he say?
It's like refund it or something like that.
Oh, yeah,
Better send those refunds.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Receipts or something.
Refunds.
Something. 49ers, Cowboys. So before the game, they were hyping up Dak. They showed an interview. I forget with which anchor, but they were doing everything in their power to make me feel like the Cowboys were going to go out there and win with Dak. Like it felt like he was, ready to, actually get the Cowboys to the Super Bowl first time since the 90s. Hell, we've been to a conference championship game before the Cowboys have been. I know that was very recent. But,
We've been to multiple.
but Cowboys haven't been to one since like 96. And then Dak ends up pretty much, I think, my opinion, I think he lost him the game. He had the 2 interceptions, and you can't turn the ball over and give the 49ers a short field, even though they didn't really execute on offense. But like the 49ers defense is good enough to show up. So Dak losing them this game, I think Cowboys fans are in the fucking mud because you're stuck with Dak Prescott, and I don't think he's going to get you any further than where he's been getting you. So.
Do you think they're stuck with Mike McCarthy? Do you think Jerry Jones gets impatient? Sean Payton is out there. Oh, back to the Bills. This is something I want to bring up for the Bills. He's probably going to stick around. They've been through too much. Sean McDermott.
What about him?
Yeah.
Think he's fired?
No, I don't think he's fired, but would it be crazy?
there's no way he's gone. That would be crazy.
That would, yeah.
I think it'd be well. I'd be like, holy crap! But like, if you can get Sean Payton, like we keep seeing them come up
the
short.
Bills.
Yes,
I don't see it. I'd say Cowboys more than before the Bills.
oh, I would too.
yeah.
But I can see, I can see like. But I think the Bills like are so thankful for McDermott, what he's done.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I read an article today called Sean McDermott Surrenders Again, and it is kind of jarring and made me really think that maybe they should move on. But anyway, back to Cowboys.
I don't think Mike McCarthy's on the hot seat because we talked about this before. He did get them pretty far, like with Dak in his injury. Like Cooper Rush was winning them games, and I'm never gonna blame a coach for a quarterback throwing interceptions. And ultimately, I think that's what lost the Cowboys this game was Dak's picks because it was close the entire game.
There's some really bad throws.
Yeah. Remember the first one, 49ers defender just ripped it out of the air. It like kind of right to him. But I think Dak lost in this game, and I don't think coaches should be blamed for quarterbacks throwing picks.
I kept hearing nearly intercepted.
So I don't think Mike McCarthy should be in the hot seat, but Jerry Jones he's all about making decisions abruptly. So who knows? He might get him out of there, but I don't think that's going to change anything because you still have Dak. And if Dak doesn't get any better, then you guys are just going to be where you've been for the last 20 years. Zeke is washed. Tony Pollard was playing better than him all season.
Well, that's why they're trying to move Zeke to center.
That last play was crazy. That last drive, Dalton Schultz, there's a lot of blame.
Bro, that was
2 plays in a row. 2 horrible plays in a row.
What was before the step out?
Like when he didn't catch it?
Yeah, he stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, that was the play before that. It was like a quick out to him, and he ran a little bit backwards out of bounds. And when you run backwards out of bounds, the clock keeps running.
Forward motion.
I thought he got just tackled backwards. I thought that's what it was.
Well, the ref determined that, and the defender was saying it right away. That he didn't. The runner has to make an effort to go forward out of bounds. You can't run backwards out of bounds. The clock will keep running. Yeah. And he didn't make much of an effort to go forward. So that lost them like
10 plus
seconds. I would say 15 crucial seconds. And then the next play, I think it was the next play, he just couldn't stay in bounds. He was no one around him. So, I mean, I don't know. They probably wouldn't have won.
Right.
But still,
it was a
much
terrible
better shot.
Football IQ play.
Yeah,
like, terrible.
But 2 in a row is bad.
They also bad football IQ play, but granted he was moving very fast, is the kick return. They could have had a touchdown on, I don't know if it's a kick or a punt. I think it might have been a punt. But they had that returner. Literally all he had to beat was the kicker and someone else, but he was being blocked. And instead of running around them to the left or right, he runs split them like very, very narrow. Like you're not doing it. And he could have easily gone to the left on the kicker side and scored. I was like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
He was like yelling at the TV. Also,
I think Robbie's helmet tackled him.
The Cowboys Twitter account is pulling no punches, and it got a lot of reactions on Twitter. Oh, that's a good one. They tweeted, Dak Prescott is the official Twitter account of the Dallas Cowboys. Dak Prescott gave away the ball twice in a narrow loss to the 49ers in a matchup the Cowboys had a chance to win if they didn't again generate self-inflicted wounds.
The Cowboys tweeted this?
Yeah. Surprised you didn't see that.
That's weird.
Yeah. And they also tweeted, this one isn't as bad, I don't think, but it says, the 49ers had more weapons than the Cowboys going into the game, and with the loss of Tony Pollard, definitely had way more ammunition in the second half. Like, really? Way more? They have Lamb, Pollard, Schultz, Dak.
Damn. Someone said, I'm not a Cowboys fan, but I have worked in news media and PR my whole life. This tweet is supremely shitty decision.
Kind of is. I see it's a link to an article that it's like Zach taking accountability, but still, like, so I guess is that a quote from the? That's
yes.
A quote from the
article. So my guess is it's a quote from the article, but you got to understand on Twitter, that's not really how Twitter works. Yeah. They look at the tweet and say that's what they're saying, and not pulling it from the article. But really, it's a tease to the article, which is totally normal for like a writer on that website to write something like that.
Sure, yeah.
But when you tweet it, it looks like those are original thoughts, not from an article. This article is actually pretty short. Let me just read it and see if it changes anyone's mind on Sean McDermott. I'm not going to read the whole thing because I feel like you guys are going to get bored. The question was
I'll try to lock in.
Thank you, please. The question was laughed away as idiocy. Fingers clasped.
Oh, we're going to have to read right.
For a split second, Sean McDermott broke character with the rarest of rare condescending smirks. Is he concerned that the Buffalo Bills Super Bowl window may be closing? Please. No, McDermott said at his post-game press conference. This is a good football team, and you learn from things like this. You keep knocking at the door. That's what you do. You stay steadfast in your focus and your approach. No fan is starving. This is unquote. No fan is starving for 1,000 empty calories of cliches after a letdown like this. Obviously, the Bills are a good football team, one of the best in the AFC. That's been the case for a half decade, and sadly, that's the point. Sunday's meek 27-10 loss to the Bengals in the divisional round panned a magnifying glass over the state of the organization. This is a team currently bashing its head against the wall, advancing as far as it can under its head coach. There are serious issues with the construction of this roster, and we'll get to those, but everything at Orchard Park starts with McDermott, always. That's been the case since the day he was hired in 2017. There's been plenty of good. He has spent 6 years bringing structure to a chaotic building. The drought ended. How he handled all the surreal off-field adversity this season is textbook. Yet January is usually when he checks out. This is exactly when McDermott finds himself a cozy, secluded cave and slips into hibernation. Rest assured, he'll return to a podium near you to drone on and on and on about resiliency and mental toughness and all these playoff losses being part of the team's larger story. Problem is, this story has become more rerun that ends with the exact same final scene. When McDermott enters the entirely new world that is the NFL playoffs, when pressure reaches its apex, he puckers up. His defensive game plan is more of a mass retreat to the hills. Cornerbacks give 7-yard cushions on 3rd and 4. His game management is more of a surrender. He does not believe the team's 6'5", 247-pound quarterback is capable of gaining 2 yards. This is a head coach paralyzed by fear. He's the one who's manually starting to close that Super Bowl window. Here's the hard truth. Nothing in Buffalo will change until Sean McDermott does. This is by Tyler Dune from Go Long, which is, I think, SB Nation.
Is it like the Bills?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here's the second, fourth. Yeah. Any thoughts?
My thoughts, I assume, and it's right, a Bills writer. It's not some national writer. And I think,
but my the radio guy that I listen to daily, every other day, he is a huge Bills stan. Like, he picks him. He's one of those people that pick him to the Super Bowl every year. Big Josh Allen guy. He calls him QB1. Mm-hmm. He quote tweeted and said, "Fantastic read from the great Ty Dune. Carve out some time for this, then read it again." So I'll read it again real quick. Just kidding. All right, sorry. Go ahead.
I think a lot of fan bases, and I don't know if you can call a beat writer a fan, they may not realize. So I think a lot of fans get overcritical and may not realize how good they have it. There are 26 other franchises that I guess getting close but not sealing the deal winning Super Bowl is frustrating, but there's a vast majority, 85% of the league, 90% of the league would love to be in that spot. And just one of these times, one off season, if you make the right moves, then it could happen. I also think, which we didn't talk about, that contributes to the Bills, I guess, disappointment this season, since they did have Super Bowl aspirations, is the loss of Dable. Dable transformed Allen. He's been their OC since, I believe, 2019. So that's 3 years of a great offense written and called by Dable. And Ken Dorsey this year, he's had a lot of shortcomings, and I can't believe he's getting head coaching interviews, which I can't believe. I think the Colts interviewed him, so if he gets that job,
well, the Colts also
guys.
interviewed Jeff Saturday again.
Yeah, so I don't know why he's getting interviews because Ken Dorsey did have a lot of shortcomings this year, and I think that mixed with Allen's elbow injury contributes to that times that the offense just didn't look good. And I do think that they could add more weapons. Like if you take, other than Diggs, these weapons aren't good.
Yeah.
Gabe Davis, he's inconsistent. He shows up. He has a good big game every month, maybe.
He's like a Tyler Boyd for the Bengals, basically.
Yeah.
They don't really have a two.
In terms
like
of talent,
steady, like a steady two.
Right.
It's like Diggs, and then it drops off dramatically.
Yeah.
And they haven't established a run game, really.
Right. Yeah, Josh Allen is their run game, which it's great to have a quarterback that can do that, but you need to have a better backfield, I guess. Or not, like Devin Singletary and James Cook, like they can be serviceable. It's just, I think they just need to be utilized better, which that falls on Ken Dorsey.
Yeah. I think Ken Dorsey, to your point, is getting head coaching jobs because the NFL, it's just how they work. Like you said, these teams are dying to get to the playoffs. So few teams do. So many of the same teams win their division every year. So when they see an OC become available or any other type of coach become available on a team that's consistently going to the playoffs, they're like, oh, they're in a winning franchise. Let me bring that to our team, see if he can do that with us. So it makes sense, but it's like a nepotism league. If you're in an organization that's frequently winning, you're going to get a job offer in another team. But I did say the Bills championship window is closing. I do believe that just because of the rise of Burrow, Mahomes being there, who the Bills haven't beat yet. We just saw this is the first Bills-Bengals matchup we've seen, I think, because we were so highly anticipated to watch that Monday night game that we didn't get to finish. Now we're seeing it in the playoffs, and they got their ass beat. So now this is another team that's behind the Chiefs and the Bengals.
Well, they can't beat the Jags either.
Yeah, they can't beat us.
When did they play last?
Last year, 9-3.
Oh, right. Okay.
Or 9-6.
Yeah.
But like if all I have to go against is how you played against us last year when we had Urban Meyer, then you're gonna have to show me something, because Urban played Joe Burrow pretty well. Like he had a 14-0 lead on the Bengals and we beat the Bills. So now that I've seen the Jags this year, shit, it'd be a hard time trying to convince me that we're not better than the Bills in the when it comes to like the playoffs.
But I think we're forgetting the Bills went into Arrowhead this year and beat the Chiefs.
They did.
That was pre Josh Allen injury. He's fully recovered now. I don't want to keep harping on Josh Allen's injury, but the Bills have proven that they.
How does anyone ever beat the Chiefs?
I don't know.
That kind of blows my mind.
Yeah.
Like the Bills have proven they should definitely be in that category of Chiefs and Bengals. Like
they are. They're just
right. I don't even
falling down.
I don't even think just because we have recency bias, we're gonna put the Bills third in that trio going into next year. But I don't think they should be definitively third. It depends what they do this offseason, who they lose, who they gain, how they draft.
They did have the defense of it. Like their defense,
right? Von Miller
got fucking fucked up this year. So
I do think they should still be like they shouldn't be at the bottom of those three. I think you can make a case for any of those three to be shuffled around going into next year, probably.
But I don't think Bills fans should be after McDermott's head.
Definitely not.
Yeah,
and they reference it. Whoever that was referenced at the beginning of the article that, like think about what the Bills were for most of the 2000s, the bottom of the AFC East. Granted, the Patriots had a lot to do with it, but they didn't make the playoffs until the 1 year when they lost to Jags in 2017.
Mm-hmm.
Like
with Tyrod Taylor.
Yeah, and that was McDermott's first year. And like he's completely turned this franchise around into being a dominant force of the AFC. So
and even after that season when they did get Josh Allen and Andy was hating on him because he wasn't good yet.
Right.
And they went
still not good.
They went through that. Then they started going to the playoffs. So it's pretty recent. It's just the fact that when you're a fan of the NFL, an NFL team, all you want is a win. So you're not really thinking about like Jags fans. Like you're not thinking about, oh, we shouldn't even be here right now. Like in the moment, you're like, we should beat this team. like your emotions take over you as a fan. So you're not really thinking clearly about, okay, look at your past like year, 5 years. You guys were shit. Look what's happened recently. So
Yeah.
the Bills fans, you'll be all right. You guys are going to be contending every year. But are you going to get over that Burrow, that Mahomes, that Lawrence hump?
Enjoying players of Jag next year. That'd be cool.
I'm lobbying for it.
That'd be awesome.
He said he's coming to Florida. It's going to be Dolphins probably.
That's.
You don't want him? You sound like you don't want him.
Who would we replace? Who would we replace?
He would be great
It
for
would
this
be
defense.
it would be replacing a younger guy
It's fine.
with not making as much money as Poyer would need.
But
So I would probably be against it.
he'd be more talented and need a better presence on this defense, I'd say.
Yeah. He had Hamlin out there grinding.
We'll see. Poyer, if you're listening, I'm just playing. Come on down.
Do we have an update on our picks?
I don't have the record, but Andy won.
Someone's not making rent this month.
I already paid rent.
Oh.
I like to pay in advance. Because when that first comes, I don't like to be like, fuck. Like everybody. It's like, I ain't worried about it. It's already gone. Congratulations, Andy. You made an impressive comeback. I think week like 14.
Yeah, I pulled a Jags. I just put my head down and started winning.
To be fair, it was while I was we weren't making our picks on the pod. I think that's what fucked me up.
Yeah.
So
Probably.
So you kind of like schemed a little
Yeah.
bit. I don't like that.
I canceled our second show every week just so I could
so you
get my
take
picks
the
in.
lead. We got Championship Sunday this week. Thank God, get me out of this league. Niners and Jags' favorite team, Philadelphia Eagles. Spread right now, Eagles 2.5-point favorites. I agree. Who do you guys have? I think Niners beat their ass. I mean, Eagles.
Whoa.
Sorry.
You don't mean that.
Sorry. I think Eagles beat their ass. Yeah, I do.
Why? I think that's tough.
I don't like to compare previous games. I don't like to do the recency bias shit, but Purdy played against a solid defensive performance by the Cowboys. He looked pedestrian. First time watching him, all I knew before was like he threw 2+ touchdowns a game, but he didn't play against great defenses in those matchups. He finally did, and he only looked great on like 3 throws to Kittle, I think. And the Eagles' defense is so much better. I think they're going to get to Purdy. They're going to make him uncomfortable. He's going to have a bunch of turnovers, and I don't think the Eagles are going to let Kittle and McCaffrey beat them because those are the only 2 players that can. And I think
Ayuk.
Ayuk.
Debo.
They're not. Their main offense is Kittle and McCaffrey.
Yeah, and I think that arguing for the Niners, that's where the Eagles could be vulnerable. Their linebackers just aren't. It's not a good unit. That's the only weakest you could say the Eagles have, and that would be theoretically who'd be responsible for Kittle and McCaffrey.
And then on the other hand, I think that Hurts will be able to score, unlike Dak did against them. So if Purdy does find success in the middle against the Eagles, then I still think the Eagles will win. But basically it'll be a high-scoring game, but Eagles are going to come out with a double-digit lead.
This was
And
you guys see this is a rematch, a quarterback rematch.
Yeah, I saw that highlight on Instagram.
Yeah, Big 12 duel in November 2019. It was
I would never have
What?
guessed. I would
Yeah,
never
What,
have
Oklahoma?
guessed.
And
Oklahoma
Iowa State?
hurts and versus Iowa State.
I'm dead.
It was Oklahoma won 42-41.
Oh,
Crazy.
Hurts
man.
had 341 yards, 5 touchdowns. Purdy had 337 yards and 6 touchdowns.
that's college football.
Yeah.
Insane.
I probably watched that and don't even
Yeah, I didn't even know
remember
who Purdy was.
Well, I know who Purdy was because Purdy and Breece Hall were on the same team together.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm going Niners. I mean, you're giving me you're giving the best defense in the league, 2.5 points. I have no choice. Even put Fred Warner on A.J. Brown if we need to. I'm going, Niners to. I think they win.
Yeah. Fuck the spread because you won, but
Yeah.
you have Niners winning.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think that defense is insane.
It is. But for some reason, I believe in Hurts.
I do too. I think they're going to get theirs. That offense is so hard to stop. But if anyone can stop it, it's this team. Jack, I assume Niners.
Yeah.
Niners good at stopping the run, right?
Yeah. They're just good all around, really.
Oh, man.
It's not for money anymore, so
I
don't
know.
worry about it.
I know. I'm just... And what the Sirianni face is flashing before
Oh
my
my
eyes now.
God.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that.
Jack introduced us to Nick Sirianni for the first time.
So Sirianni corny?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, very.
I'm so glad that it's not just my bias saying it. Like, I don't know if you guys remember. So he was hired as a second year, and do you remember his opening press conference? He was just a big meme that like he had like really bug eyes and he was just like weird at the podium.
I thought that was
Zimmer? No.
the Jets. Remember the Jets?
Gase?
Yeah,
that was
Gase
Adam
did that.
Gase.
No, but Sirianni was similar.
did?
Yeah, similar. Yeah, I guess you can probably find it. He was just really weird in his opening, and he like stumbled over his words, and he wasn't. I don't know. Came across as kind of like a little socially awkward. It seemed. But now I hate that he just kind of adopted the whole Philly arrogance, obnoxious culture.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I feel like he's just doing it to like be accepted into Philly, and I hated all of it.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of his demeanor, and as mean as this is, I don't like saying it. His appearance.
You think he's ugly?
He was
Kinda.
You were also mad that his beanie was low.
Yeah, his beanie's almost covering his eyes.
I sent you that meme. He looks like the kid from Elf.
Did you send that?
I think I
must
sent it to you.
Was it that night?
Maybe.
I had a few White Claws.
Oh.
Oh God! Even in like, why pick up the beanie, bro? Maybe because it's so cold, you need to pull it down so low so it covers your ears. But I don't know. Maybe he thinks he looks tough.
Yeah, and it's stupid what he said to the ref caught on the hot mic.
Oh God!
Oh, yeah.
I know what the fuck I'm doing or something.
Yeah, like get over yourself, dude.
Jack has turned us into an
I'm so glad.
anti-Eagles pod.
I really don't think. Well, this is just anti-Sirianni talk, but I really don't think it's just me. I have seen
anti-Semitism.
Nope. And I really don't think it's just me. I think it's the internet's starting to catch on.
Look at you ahead of the curve. Okay, Niners, and Eagles appear to be our picks.
Bengals Chiefs on the AFC side. Bengals 1.5 point favorites right now.
What?
Yes.
Like yesterday,
Oh, really?
Chiefs were
I thought it
favored.
was. Are you sure it's the other way around?
I looked before.
I should have got not that I bet, but I should have. Because when they had Chiefs coming out, how would it swing that much? What would have happened?
Yeah, why would it cut? Why would it? The only reports I saw is that Mahomes is like gonna be fine.
Yeah.
So I don't. That doesn't make sense. That it would
they're
flip the other way.
1.5.
I mean, I'd still take it. I think the Bengals are gonna win.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I would
Bengals sweep here.
That doesn't really do anything to me, other than kind of surprised that it happened. I think if Bengals are favored like 4, I'd still take them.
4's a lot.
Don't care.
I'll say 3
the
because
Bengals are-
Yeah, because
The Bengals are a lot.
they're not gonna blow them out.
But I mean, the only thing scaring me is that the Chiefs have lost to this team. Like, who can beat the Chiefs 4 straight times?
True.
That's the only thing that scares me.
this will be 4.
This would be 4th straight win versus the Chiefs
Oh, can't wait to see it happen.
in like not even a year's time, maybe exactly a year's time. 4 straight losses to Joe Burrow.
And if Burrow wins against Mahomes and then wins the Super Bowl, they are tied in rings.
And still, I'm like,
Yeah.
Burrow's. I mean,
And you're still
Mahomes
like
is still,
Mahomes goat.
yeah.
Well, then
Still-
Mahomes would MVP. It'd be a second MVP. 2 MVPs. I guess that would. Yeah. I don't know.
I'm not going to practice impressions on this pod.
Oh.
Almost did a Mahomes.
Did you see Austin Lane's tweet?
Like last week?
It was like 3 days ago.
Oh.
But I guess it would be last week.
Yes, our boy is getting surgery for a torn something.
Yes, he has got for our listeners, we've had Austin Lane on the show several times. He was supposed to begin his journey in the UFC fighting, but he ruptured his bicep sparring this past Saturday, and he had surgery. So,
well, he literally was scheduled to fight on UFC 2 or whatever. So, and which was like an actual event. So the fact that happened while sparring is extremely terrible luck. Yeah, he was supposed to be fighting at UFC 284.
When would that have been?
Don't know.
Oh. Yeah, but it was just terrible news, and we hope he recovers soon. I don't know if that like ruins his contract or whatever, or he just gets scheduled for a new fight. I don't know how that works, but I hope it doesn't like ruin anything going forward. Also, you guys might not care, but my alma mater is 18-1 in basketball right now.
That's crazy.
And if they go to March Madness, I'm going to slide to a game.
Where are they ranked right now? Top 25.
How do you know how often college basketball rankings come out?
Weekly.
Weekly.
Football.
Is it like Tuesdays, Mondays, Sundays?
I want to say it used to be Mondays, but I don't remember.
Do you know Mia's a voter?
Yeah.
She tweets about it every week.
For for college basketball?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
I found that.
Can you imagine having to pay attention to college basketball in like November so you can
could be me.
be on as Jack sits here watching
I lied.
Pitt basketball games?
We are 19-1, ranked 21st in the nation.
Wow.
This is the first time in school history that the Owls have been ranked. And I went there
God.
from 2011 to 2016, and all I saw was
you were
losing.
only in college for 5 years?
That's it. Surprise.
Gonna be me.
I know. I
7.
wish it was 10. Oh, 7.
7?
I got the 7-year bachelor's program.
I would always joke with him, like, I'm going to be done by the time you start a fucking bachelor's. But, yeah, if we make March Madness, I got to hit up a game because I think rounds 1 and 2, some of the games are going to be played in Amway in Orlando.
Yeah,
So
I saw that.
that's not too far of a trip to make
I'll go.
to support the Owls.
I'll be decked out in owl gear if we go.
Let's go.
Speaking of basketball, I make my organized team basketball debut Wednesday, and I'm incredibly nervous about my conditioning because I haven't done anything athletic in months.
Is this indoor, outdoor?
I think it's indoor.
Indoor. You're in a league.
Yeah,
I'm on
like
the
bench
team.
players too. Jack's on the team,
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
but he's out.
Yeah, I'm
You did
out,
today?
I'm out for personal reasons this week.
Personal reasons.
Week 1, we had bye week 1.
Yeah.
So this
Nice.
is week 2.
Yeah, league's out to get us.
Yeah,
They don't want us to have the rest day
How,
mid-season.
how many games are there?
No clue.
I don't know.
Fuck.
I barely
Give
know
you a
anything.
schedule?
I'm just showing up
And I only know what Andy knows.
with my
Who started the team?
my friend David. You've met him a few times.
That you work with. That
No.
David?
I don't work with a David.
Oh, well, I'm fake.
Yes.
I don't know a David then.
You've seen him a few times. Anyway, not important. I don't know what
He said, "On my team."
I don't know what position I play. I don't know if like we're going against people that take this super seriously.
Well, you'll find out first play.
I like there's bench players. Like how often am I not on the bench? Can I go on the bench whenever I want? Do I just tag people in? Or is there a ref?
You said this was organized.
I don't know how organized.
I imagine it'd be a ref.
Right? We pay a lot
You
of money.
pay,
to be-
there's going to be a ref.
Yeah. That's crazy. I've never played bat since like Little League. I've never played
South
basketball.
Daytona.
Yeah.
Mm.
I wasn't on a high school team or anything. Yeah.
What time Wednesday?
I don't know.
I would.
I know nothing.
I think it's 7. I could be wrong, though.
And then how many teams play on Wednesday? Like
Jesus Christ, this league is not organized.
no,
No, it's organized.
I'm
Yeah,
not.
Andy
You're
doesn't
not
know.
organized.
Yeah.
no.
You said you're going to do better this year.
A ref? That's crazy. I think it'd be like,
Why are you that shocked to be a ref?
I don't know. It's just
You
like
think there'd be a
He's
ref?
nervous as fuck.
Because there's a ref?
I guess I'm more confident because like I can because I can drive. Well, actually, I'm kind of nervous because I don't know if I defend too rough. I guess I'll know like once I get a whistle called on me. Sometimes I feel like I defend too rough.
In the times we've played, I don't think so.
No? Okay, good.
You guys coach yourselves?
Calling me soft? Is that what you just
Maybe.
said?
Is our coach?
No.
No.
No,
I don't know.
I don't think so.
You want to be coach?
You guys show
I
up
bet
and there's a coach.
You get out there with a clipboard. Come on, everybody.
I'm drawing up plays for Andy in the corner. Boom,
Oof.
quarter 3.
Yeah.
Now you hitting it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the coach in me. This one's going to you, Willis.
Game winner. Airball. And am I going to I get super mad playing basketball. I wonder if like,
That's like just sports in general.
I assume I'll contain myself because that'd be really embarrassing. If I get a tech for cussing really loud or throwing the ball against the wall.
I've been thrown out of intramural games, so.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
What?
It was my friend who was reffing.
You're out. Your friends are out.
Intramurals was fun in college. Don't miss it, though, because a lot of ankle injuries.
Mm.
Trauma. But.
Oh, we have Discord suggestions in our channel called the podcast topics. So let's get to them real quick before we close out the episode. That's kind of funny. So the first one is, oh God, man, they've been active. Please. Okay. No, sorry.
Not safe for work chat has been kind of pissing me off. Need more porn. It's not enough. It's just nude girls on Twitter.
Okay,
Photos.
here's one from Tristan. What pieces are the Bills missing?
He's a Dolphins fan too.
And Bubba replies, health, Brian Dable, O-line help, and pass rush. It's pretty good. And then Tristan replied to him, not for you to answer, dummy. And then he says, just my 2 cents. Dunn and Drew don't care about Buffalo when the Jags will be in the playoffs.
I talk a lot about Buffalo.
They could talk about the mediocre as hell Steelers.
What?
Wait, sorry. They could talk about the mediocre hell the Steelers will be in the next decade while Mahomes, Burrow, Allen, Trevor, Lamar, and Herbert fight in the playoffs. How do you feel about that, Jack? This is a Steelers fan, too.
Really?
Yeah, this is Bubba Brooks.
It's not right.
You know, that's all.
I mean, I could go
How
into
will you
more
compete?
detail.
How will you compete with that? So I saw a Titans fan tweet today, like they just feel so helpless. I know you don't feel it because you have Kenny, but like Titans fans, you don't have your quarterback. When will you get your quarterback? You're not drafting in the draft at a good spot to get a quarterback, and you see Mahomes, Burrow, Allen, Trevor, Lamar, like Herbert, like you've got to feel helpless.
Mostly helpless because you see the Jags rising now, the team that you've dominated for a decade.
Yeah, that too.
Because that's the first step to the playoffs is winning your division. And if you can't beat Trevor, you're fucked now, Titans.
Tristan replied to him, "K, God, you suck." Bubba then said, don't forget to review previous drafts now that it's official. So he wants us to go and try to redraft like old drafts. I told him we'll do it after the season. So that's still coming after the Super Bowl.
I just suggested that for a podcast topic for my other podcast to redraft old drafts.
This guy.
So that was a conflict of interest.
When are you starting?
After the Super Bowl.
Okay. When do you record?
Tuesdays.
All right. Well, we'll beat you. So I won't feel guilty about beating you to that.
I'll do them when you're on the cruise.
Shit.
Yeah.
That is. Wait.
I don't take vacations like you
That
guys.
that is when we'll be on
Yeah.
the cruise.
Yep.
You son of a
After the
bitch.
Super Bowl.
All right. Guess we'll be copying your podcast then.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Gooch wanted us to go over the cruise itinerary. So since we officially are boarding the cruise,
What does that mean?
we may not have if we won.
It sounds like you're not gonna like get off
Oh,
or like I'm gonna be stuck on it.
I would love not to,
Not
to
gonna
not get
finish.
off.
Our cruise itinerary is while you guys get all cozy on the couch for Super Bowl Sunday, we will be on a boat preparing to leave to the open waters. We leave, and our first port is Jamaica on Valentine's Day, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. I'm clocking in. I'm working in Jamaica, baby. We go to ports 3 straight days. The next day, we're going to Cayman Islands, 8 a.m., 4 p.m., clocked in. Cozumel is where we finish, 10:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. And then 17th is just a day at sea. And then we return on February 18th, my birthday. And we return at like 8 a.m. on the 18th. So I plan to stay in Miami for like a night. And then I'll wake up Sunday, the 19th, probably go to brunch. And then I think I'm going to drive back. We only get a one-way flight, so I'll probably drive back.
In what?
Rental.
Wow.
Because I kind of want to make some stops along the way.
I found your... Yeah, I found your Shannon Sharp
tweet.
Yes, rant. Interesting how Hollywood ass him and Skip are Hollywood ass actors.
Yeah.
By the way, did you see Skip's video on Twitter?
No, I didn't.
Oh my god.
I didn't.
So he posted a video of him throwing his Dak Prescott into the trash after the game.
That, yeah.
He's like stomping through the kitchen with it, and he looks at it, he's like, and then he crumbles it up and then throws it in a trash can that doesn't have a bag in it. So they take the bag out, have the trash can there, empty and clean. He throws it in. But the best part of the video is before he storms into the kitchen, the video starts and you can see him like waiting behind the wall, holding the jersey. And then you hear like a knock on the kitchen counter, and that's like his cue to go.
Yeah.
I gotta watch it.
Then I'll find it so we can do the audio.
It's super awkward.
He's so funny. Like, he's the worst, but he's also hilarious. His tweet said, "I'm sorry, that's it. I've had it with Dak." Here it is. Okay, so
Yep. You can see him.
yeah, you can. Hold on. See him there, and then you hear the knock. Then he comes out. He's like, and a clean track, no bag. I figured he'd have a huge kitchen. What's that kitchen? I figured he'd have like a big ass island, because he's shown videos of his house before. It looks pretty magnificent. Oh, yeah, he's hilarious. But anyway, yes, you say that they try to get in the public eye as much as possible, no matter like what it takes sometimes.
Yeah.
And that could be true. Like there's some merit to that, I think. Like you see them, and you're like, oh, I got to tune into Undisputed. I gotta see what they say about this.
They're two personalities that just love the attention, obviously. But sometimes, like the shit Shannon did in the court with the Grizzlies and Ja Morant's dad and all that.
I saw
he's like Shannon. If you know, Shannon Sharp is like the biggest LeBron like dick sucker and homeboy. So he always talking about King James, and he got hit, like he did all that on the court and whatever. And then after the game, LeBron posts him on Instagram.
Yeah.
And like made a post about him. So Shannon got what he wanted.
Yeah.
That's Shannon's like ultimate goal basically, is to just get as much publicity as he can so he can go back on Undisputed and talk about it. And talk about it on his podcast, because he has a podcast too where he like sips cognac with his guests. So I get it. It's a marketing tactic. Like fucking many people do it. Like Jake Paul and Logan Paul have been doing it their whole lives. But in our Discord, I was like, maybe that's what Dunn and Drew should do.
No, you guys aren't famous enough.
That's the point,
right? Because anyone else doing that courtside is getting thrown out, and he got to stay at the game.
Yeah. Exactly. That's why he did
status
it. Like,
does.
He knows his status, and he knows what he can get away with.
Right.
And if you're, as long as you're not swinging on people courtside,
right,
like you're not kicking Shannon Sharp out.
Do you ever watch Undisputed?
No, I've seen some clips.
I think
I would if I mean it's on like during the day. Like
Unfortunately, I think it's entertaining.
It's entertainment.
It's the same thing. I'd still like First Take because it's entertaining. and like I like their clips. I don't get to watch.
I think they're terrible people, but it's entertaining. And the tweets that came from it after it happened, like it was all on Twitter. It was hilarious because they took a screenshot of like Skip arguing during Undisputed, and they'll do like a fake quote. And he says this all the times, in my heart of hearts. In my heart of hearts, I don't think you would have done anything. And then another one. You talked a big game, but once Steven Adams stepped up to you, that bravado disappeared, much like how LeBron disappeared in the 2011 finals when the chosen one became the frozen one. And then he said again, Skip, in all my years of covering sports, I've never seen anything quite like this. And those are just so quotes that he would say.
Have you ever seen the videos of Skip arguing himself?
Oh, yes.
Those are so good.
Yes.
It just conflicts what he says on like other days of
Yes.
yeah. Mm-hmm. I think one thing about was like Aaron Rodgers, or I don't remember.
Yeah,
but
that's the one
those are so funny.
Like they have Skip and Shannon have their audience by the throat.
Yeah.
Skip literally interacts with nobody. He just tweets, riles people up, and
even players destroy him.
Yeah.
Like the media does not respect him. Like the journalists, they do not respect him. But he has a job, and I guess
Skip doesn't care.
He has 3.2 million followers on Twitter and is following 0 people. Like, what kind of douchery is that?
Bro, he's not sitting on Twitter reading that shit.
Man can't
even know. Like, Skip's not reading his mentions, bro. He's tweeting, setting his phone down. He might have his wife tweet for him. Like,
yeah, maybe. Right.
Like his wife's heavily involved in his career. Like her filming him do that weird ass fucking Dak video, knocking on the table.
I want to see if they talked about. I got to see if they talked about the incident. Skip and Shannon.
The courtside incident.
Courtside.
Probably find it on Shannon Sharp's Instagram because he posts clips from his show on his Instagram. I'm sure they talked about it on the show. That's the whole reason he does this kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they did. It has 1.2 million views on YouTube. Okay.
Friday night at the Lakers game, I want to apologize for my behavior.
Oh, he apologized.
What?
The last 6.5 years, responsibility and accountability. And I take full responsibility for what transpired. It does not matter what Dylan Brooks said or how many times he said it. Me being the responsible person, me having the platform that I have, and having so many people look up to me, I was wrong. I should have lowered the temperature in the arena. Instead, I turned the temperature up.
That's his job, is to calm everyone down.
To the Lakers organization, Jeannie Buzz, the Buzz family, I apologize for any harm or unwanted attention that I brought to your organization. I want to apologize.
Skip sitting there
like that apology.
It's my turn.
That apology unnecessary.
Shannon.
This is LeBron's post. 2.5 million views. Yeah. Just posted. just posted Shannon. That's it.
And that weird sweater cardigan.
Yeah. And then they made album covers out of that.
And Kevin Hart, his comment is just all the laughing emojis. Like people didn't take that interaction seriously.
No.
So Shannon Sharp going on television apologizing that formally.
I wanted. Did Skip say anything? Can you skip ahead in the video?
You can't skip ahead in Instagram Reels. I wish you could. Yeah, it was Instagram Reel. Oh wait, no, I can't. Can't fast forward. You probably seen or heard what happened on Friday night. He's apologizing to a certain demographic there.
Yeah.
One demographic. That's it. Everyone else took it and they just made jokes out of it. Like
right.
even his colleagues and other celebrities, like nobody's taking this seriously. I bet the Grizzlies players didn't even take that seriously. Like once it all was said and done. But it's just it's Hollywood, man. Like they're actors, and everything they do is just for a boost in ratings to the show, because it lines their pockets in the end.
All right,
no more topics.
No more. Let's go line our pockets.
Or maybe Dunn and Drew. Dunn and Drew got to do something in Jags Draw attention.
Where we going to a Sharks game?
Oh my God.
Iceman game?
TPC.
Ooh, that'd be our best bet.
Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp game.
Start an altercation with a player.
All right, I'm done.
Thanks for listening, y'all. It's been a long and fun ride this season. Thanks for coming along with us. But now it's time to take a long ride on a cruise. But not for a couple weeks. But thanks again for listening. Share this episode. Listen to us on YouTube, youtube.com/Dunn and Drew. Get in our Discord, man. Patreon.com/Dunn and Drew. Get us some podcast topics. But enjoy championship weekend. Till next time, this has been Dunn and Drew, baby. With a hint of Jack.